Guys, this video right here is going to be more important than any of the other videos you're gonna watch, yet it is super simplistic, guys. Today's video is about a mindset, how to take you from a crypto beginner, a noob, a Jeffrey, to a crypto pro, a professional, someone that lives and is native in the space, a true Adonis in the crypto world. So guys, today I'm gonna break down what you should focus on, do, and learn before you do anything else in cryptocurrency. Today's video is going to be so important. So guys, please listen. Module 0, because it is where you should start before you go any further at all. Because if you don't have this correct framework, everything else you learn, it can go south on you because you're gonna have the wrong mindset, the wrong framework. You might know what to do, you might know how to do certain things, but you're not gonna do it correctly or for the right reason. So we wanna get rid of any luck in the equation, any bad habits, and really dial you in on how you should be behaving in a DeFi business mindset. So guys, I have written here, think like a builder, act like a whale, move like an operator. And so that's, a little cheesy, 3 different things there. Like, okay, so what does that even mean? So I'm gonna break this down right here for you, and you'll see we don't wanna be a bum-ass Jeffrey. Okay? That's not why we're here. We're here to escape the rat race. We don't want to be this 9-to-5 guy who just thinks, crypto's a scam, life's out to get you, there's no point even trying as you can't win. We're not going to be this guy. We're going to be this nice Chad of an Adonis right here with the crispy jawline and pecs bigger than my bull run bags, guys. But that is going to change because our bull run bags are about to get fat if we pay attention. The builder mindset. What does that mean? It means we're focusing on coins that solve real-world problems and utility, right? We're actually choosing coins for a reason. We want to be researching our coins and making sure we're in quality assets, because even if we're getting really good at DeFi, if we're making crazy EPRs on some coins that frankly aren't worth jack shit, everything we're doing and working so hard for can go to zero at any moment without a moment's notice. And you're going to be sitting there holding your hands like, I was making 300%, I was making 2%, 3% a day for what? Because that 3% I was making a day is not gonna out-earn a minus 99% in a week when something goes wrong. It's really important we dial in on the fundamentals. We wanna make sure that we're focusing on real world utility plays, things that just have an inherent use case, right? So your favorite meme coins, although they may have a good community around them, honestly, guys, they don't have, you can't hold them 3 to 4 years and expect them to still be here. There's meme coins I like for example, Michi. I like Michi, cute little cat coin. I made a shit ton of money. A lot of days last year during this cycle we've been having where I was making 1 to 2% a day off that coin. Also, that coin is down horrendously from where it was. And so I'm just telling you from experience, make sure you're invested in quality assets. If you want to play with the degen stuff, do a little bit on the side. But it should never be more than 10, 20% of your portfolio max, guys. And if you go bigger than that, just expect the risk when it comes, because they inherently have so much risk, and it's not an if, it's a when. It will bite you in the ass hard. Guys, we want to be building bags of long-term assets, not just chasing pumps and APRs. And so just tagging along to that, I'm looking for assets in my portfolio that I want to hold until the next cycle. That if the market crashes, I'm comfortable holding through this giant, 30, 40% loss in these assets where my Sui's coming down, my Solana's coming down. When my ETH and Bitcoin are coming down, guys, I'm not flinching. Does it hurt? Yes. Am I like, damn, I could have bought 2 different Lamborghinis if I would have just taken profit? Yeah, I think those things, and it pisses me off, frankly, but it's okay because I believe in these bags, and what I don't do is fumble the bottom because I'm scared. I buy more at that bottom. And it takes me so much further in the long run than getting emotional and changing your belief just because the market's volatile. Because guys, the volatility in crypto is why we love it in the first place. The volatility, the upside is why it's so amazing. But with that upside vol, guys, comes downside vol. So just make sure you're invested in assets you truly do believe in, not just shilled by me or another YouTuber or anyone like that. Make sure you like these assets, and if so, and you believe in them long term, we can build you strong, fundamental bags and DeFi portfolios that will keep printing you more of the assets that are your favorite long-term bags. They will keep printing you more of the assets you already love and believe in long term. So guys, don't be chasing coins after they pumped. You know, if you want to get in, start getting in slow, wait for a little retrace, and don't chase those juicy APRs. It can be addicted to chase them, but it doesn't mean it's a good position because it's kicking out 800% a day. It doesn't mean it's a good position when it's kicking out 800% per year. What that usually means is that there's some risk in that token that you're maybe not aware of. Like, why is it paying 800%? That's either because volume's going crazy that day, or the TVL, frankly, is maybe a little too low because a lot of people don't want to hold that coin long term. They're not locking up their positions. They don't even know how to get in DeFi, maybe. So there's a little more to it than that, but simplified, just make sure you're chasing the fundamentals and right reasons, and you're not chasing just gains you see, screenshots on Twitter, APRs that are just advertised as a high rate, because frankly, those things don't always stay around forever. Next up, when it comes to the whale portion, act like a whale. Whale patience. Move slow, think big, and ignore the hype. And I don't want to seem too simple saying this, guys, I really don't, but move slow. There is a direct correlation between how often you're checking your portfolio and making changes in your success. The more involved you are, the worse you're gonna do. I promise you. The less active you get and the more you can just zoom out and take things slow, even if that means, let's say, a DeFi position. If it's out of range for a day or two, give it a little time to come back into range, okay? Just give it a day or two. If it's a long-term bag, like your Bitcoin position, maybe you're buying in at, let's say you bought in last cycle at the all-time high at like 69, 70K, if you would just do nothing, keep buying the dip all the way down to 10, 15K, keep buying more Bitcoin down there. Guys, it's at all-time highs at 95K at this current moment, today's date recording. You're not only in profit from the initial buys you had at 75K, but you are up even more because you kept buying at 15. When you believe in something, follow through and commit to it. Long-term, big picture, time in the market versus timing the market, guys. And ignore hype. When Bitcoin just hit 109,000, was pumping like crazy, guys, that's maybe not when you should be full porting everything else you have. Maybe it's time to start taking some profits, you know? Fear and greed index, honestly, if you're selling when things are dark, dark green, that's probably good. And if you're buying, like we had the other week when prices nuked down to, what, 74K a Bitcoin and maybe a little below, Solana went back to $95. Ethereum at 1,400, guys, those are like red flag, oh, it's over. Everyone's screaming, oh, it's over. I've lost all my money. They're all selling. That is when you go in. And I told you guys that, and it played out perfectly. So moving on, just make sure you guys take it slow, think big picture, because the more in the weeds, intricate you try to get and make things, the more you're gonna overcomplicate it and quite frankly, fuck up. Because there's so much volatility in crypto that, you know, half the time, if you were to just go on a vacation or say you were like in the military, you get deployed for, you know, like 6-9 months, you wouldn't even know all this bad shit happened. You just come back and be in profit. Why? Because you weren't there staring at your freaking phone, guys. It's looking at your phone all day that is fucking you, I promise. Operator habits. Move like an operator, guys. What this means, guys, log your positions, your activity, use your spreadsheets, and review your winners and losers. Figure out if it's working or not. Compare it to holding spot positions as well. Guys, if you're not tracking your portfolio, you can't measure or tell what's working and what's not. You can't change what you can't measure, right? The saying's something like that. And my point being is that if I'm not logging my positions, even though I've made, let's say, $500 in fees off some position, I don't know if I'm still in profit in that position if I don't track my entry price. I don't know if, like, maybe I put $5,000 in a Sol USDC, the price has come down, there's only 4,500 in there, but if I know I've claimed $1,000 in profit this month, I know that I'm actually net positive $500. So guys, it's important to know that, and the flip side of that would be if you printed $2,000 on something that month, but you lost $3,000 on the back end in your position, it's important to know that you technically are still negative that month. So it's just important to actually track so you know every aspect of your portfolio and you're not leaking money in some spot that you're not aware of, okay guys? And that's really just the most important thing. Study trends, stay current with the news, tech, ecosystem. So guys, just make sure you're staying on top of crypto, right? Quit watching your portfolio so much and watch, I would say, the news, okay? Don't, you can browse Twitter, browse some YouTube. Don't be like getting sold a bunch of FOMO and random stuff, but watch the updates. Watch the new wallets coming out, the new blockchain innovations, new dApps coming out, places that you could actually get involved on your favorite chains and your favorite ecosystems. Look for new ecosystems where there's gonna be airdrop opportunities and whatnot. and really just, honestly, be kind of a boring old guy watching the news, looking at everything, the big macro trends, and just sit back, relax, and let time do its thing. And that's the beauty of DeFi as well, is that all these numbers we're making per day, per hour, per week, per month, those are compounded significantly over the course of a year or two, guys. So really just finding ways that you can just sit back and let things chug along and not worry so much if you made 80 bucks today versus 150, and look at the bigger picture and you start to see that, oh, this is what we're doing. So guys, just when in doubt, zoom out and just stay on top of things. And then follow data and systems, not feelings. And so guys, what I mean by this is you need to systemize your plans and follow the data. If you have rules set for yourself to where, hey, if my DeFi position pumps X%, I'm gonna take out some money. Like say, once my pool position's up, 25%, I'm gonna take out the appreciation, take some profit off the table. If you have that rule for yourself, make sure you're doing and executing it. No feelings involved. No, I think it's going to go higher. Start making rules for yourself and make sure you know if you're throwing that into Bitcoin or keeping that as USDC. Make rules and systems for where the fees you're earning are going. Are they going to new pool positions? Are they paying off loans that you might have through crypto? Are they funding your lifestyle, paying your car? Are they DCAing you into Bitcoin? You need to figure these things out and map them out so you truly do have a game plan. Because guys, remember, we want to act like an operator. We're a business operator. This is our business. We are crypto professionals. We're not freaking Jeffries over here, just sit at the computer, smoking fucking weed, playing Marvel Rivals. Like, listen, as fun as that may be, this is not what we're doing. We're systemizing, we're being professionals, we're making shit tons of money, okay? So what we need to do is actually have a business plan and game plan and make sure that we are executing. If you have your rules for yourself, you take profit at this amount, this much, you need to do it. Because guys, I will tell you, even from experience, every time you don't, give it a couple weeks, couple months, you'll wish you did. So guys, hopefully this made a lot of sense. As always, drop a like on the video and subscribe to my channel for me if you want more content just like this. Guys, there is a link in my description. It's to our private community. We have over 100 members inside, all running their own personal DeFi business portfolios where they're making 5, 10, 15 grand per month. Guys, so if you're interested, or maybe you just want some hands-on help and coaching on how to construct and build a DeFi portfolio, guys, click that link. I'll see you on the other side.